This week on 5 Brilliant Things, we have the fantastic Mo Amer.
And he runs to his roommate's door, and it's locked, and he starts knocking on the door. He goes, "Listen, Doug, I know I've pranked you so many times in the years we've been roommates, but I swear to you, Dave Chappelle is in our living room." He looks at me, he goes, "You know, I'm responsible for Bill Cosby." I was like, "What? What do you mean? What the hell do you mean you're responsible for Bill Cosby?" I was like, "This took a turn.
Yeah.
Take another sip of my coffee."
Yeah, you're like, this coffee is strong.
I was like, "Am I going to sleep now?" I really hate that I'm laughing right now. It's really...
I know, but it's that thing where I'm laughing. My brother's like, "You're a f***ing idiot." My mum's like, "I need to get divorced." It's just...
Can I please be invited to dinner? I need to meet this family in person.
Yeah, you would love it. Mo, nice to see you, my friend.
Nice to see you too.
Now, the last time I saw you, we were in sweltering hot Houston, and now we're in rainy London. So it feels bad, doesn't it?
It feels good to me, actually. I'm just, because of the heat is such a regular thing and I try to travel as much as possible during Houston summer heat.
Yeah.
So I don't really feel it. So everyone complains, "Oh, it's so hot in Houston. Oh, why would you live there?" Like, I don't know. I'm not there. I try not to be there. But also I kind of like it. You know, I kind of like the humidity and the chilling out and jumping in the pool and enjoying an actual summer. You know what I mean?
Totally. Well, I did an American tour, and we kind of hung out for like one night.
Nuts.
And it was one of the best nights of the tour because... So I'm doing a show upstairs. You're doing a show, it turns out, downstairs. Yeah. You were trying out new material in a comedy club. What's the comedy club?
It's called The Punchline. Just opened up in Houston. There's just a really cool venue. It's the House of Blues, which they have them around the country in America, and just like most of the venues across the states, they have multiple venues you could play within the same venue. I don't know. It just sounds like it. Didn't say that correctly, but but they opened up a comedy club on the base, which used to be a restaurant actually, and so they have the big room upstairs, and it's so close to my house. It's a great spot for me to try new material and do pop-up shows. I didn't even know you were gonna be in town. They told me you were gonna be there. I was like, what? Because I check in last minute, who's playing upstairs? It's usually some kind of grunge band or something like that, or some kind of rock band's going on, and I'll show up and I'll in the distance hear, "Ooh, yeah, ooh." And it was just such a pleasant surprise because I've been following your career and I've seen what just popping in and out of London specifically, and just saw that crazy run you were having at Royal Albert Hall. I think I was doing shows there with Dave and Jon Stewart in 2018 or something, and I just remember seeing your poster like they were just checking off how many shows you were doing there. It was just so outstanding to hear that, and
but that's
just
what felt
really,
great.
really, really, really lovely to meet you in my hometown. Yeah,
but that's what felt great. So I do this show, and then you send me a text saying, "Hey, let's hang." So I then go downstairs and I go onto a stage with Mo, and we kind of chat for about felt like an hour and a half.
Yeah.
So it was just the best night. And then after this hour and a half chat in front of people, we then hung out for an hour and a half afterwards. It was one of those nights, wasn't it, where we sort of sat in the green room. You have those rare moments in comedy where you go, "This is the best."
It is the best.
This is the best. And I remember you saying, and you just destroyed that room, and the crowd were with you, and you were kind of improvising, and then you were sat in the green room going, "This is my favourite bit."
Yes,
sitting down in the green room talking shit with comics.
It is. I was actually talking to my manager on the way here, and I was like, he was like, "Yeah, I'm trying to look after you. You need to get some rest." I'm like, "Yeah, thanks." I was like, but this part, I was just chilling with my friend, hanging out, having a conversation, having a glass of coffee. This is my favorite part of touring.
Yes.
Aside of having being in this new position where I have a son and a wife, it's everything I've ever dreamt of and imagined maybe one day having, that's obviously takes the cake. But professionally, just hanging out with your friends, and I've always known there's regular people and then there's comedians, and there's the way I describe it, the way my mentor always described it, and whenever he was at an event or something that's not comedy related. I'd be like, hey, how is it? And he was like, a bunch of fucking civilians. You know? It's like, you know, comedians have this shorthand, and it's just lovely. You can just get to something very quickly, like in a conversation. There's no like small talk. You just, what's happening? What's going on? You just know each other really well, even though we never really sat down and talked to one another. It was just really pleasant. It was really pleasant.
That's why it's really important to do new material in front of audiences.
Yeah.
Because if you only hang out with comedians, you then have to perform these words in front of people with souls and feelings.
Yes.
Like that. When you suddenly go and you hear people go, ah, and you're like, okay, right, I'm hanging out with comics too much. I have to make this a bit more pleasant. Now,
it's like the longer you're in it, the more you like that, though.
Yeah, absolutely.
You hear one person laugh, you're like, good enough. That's nice. Yeah. Yes. I know it was really dark, but that one person really gets me. And I feel really good about that.
Yeah, man. So what is your first brilliant thing that you would like to discuss?
I mean, we're drinking it right now.
Coffee.
Coffee.
Oh, of course. The best.
One of the greatest inventions known to man.
Sure.
And I could drink so many cups of coffee.
Yeah.
At this point, it doesn't even matter. Like, I can have one right before bed.
Really?
You know, I could just boom, just go right to bed right afterwards if I need to. It's the thing that keeps you alive, keeps you going, gets your brain moving. Your vision gets better for some reason. I just see things clearer. It's wonderful. Also an Arab invention.
Oh, is that right?
Oh, yes.
I didn't know that. Are you pernickety about your coffee? Do you like specific?
I like it black. I don't want any sugar in my coffee. I don't want milk in my coffee. I want to taste the bean.
Yeah.
I must taste the bean. I have to have it. If you put sugar in it, it just ruins everything for me. I'm having dessert. I don't want to do that.
You do realize you saying I must taste the bean is going to be taken out of context.
Oh, of course. Is there bean have different? Yeah, of course. That's why I said it twice. I want it to be a soundbite. Yeah. Where's the camera? I want to taste the bean. Put the bean in my mouth. No, don't do that. Oh, God, that's going to be a terrible clip.
It's fine.
The coffee bean, that is.
And we were just discussing Vienna off air. Now, the coffee in Vienna is something else. Like, I find, like, English coffee is fine. Then you get to Scandinavia. If you had, like, Swedish, Danish coffee, there's no fucking around. It wakes you up.
I love that. That's what I need, though. This coffee is absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, it's thick.
It's so good. It's thick.
But it has
it's
that
a nice
kind of
thick bean.
Isn't it? Do you know what I mean?
I love it this way. You know, every time I get an Americano or something, I'm like, hey, use like half of the water. And then I look at it, I'm like, no, quarter of the water. I need to be potent. I want to taste the coffee. It's all about that for me. And it's like, I have a pretty insane story actually about. So I was doing a show in the Hamptons like in 2019 or something. Might have been earlier than that. I'm there. I do the show. It was one of those nights. It's so special. Some guy in the audience, some white dude, like speaks Arabic out of nowhere, and I'm bantering with him. It's like I do a 2-hour set or something, or just freestyling. It's just like, it was beautiful. It was so funny. I go backstage. Some friends are showing up. How you doing? And they were like, "Hey, there's someone here that wants to meet you." I was like, "Who?" And it's like, "Oh, it's the founder of Starbucks. Howard Schultz wants to say hi." I was like, fucking random.
Yeah.
So random. I was like, okay. I was like, yeah, send him in. What are you doing? So he comes in, he says, hi.
Oh, mate, you should have asked for his name before he came in. Like, do you know what I mean?
What was your name?
Yeah, now you know how it feels.
Oh, nice. Yeah,
exactly.
Nice. And take a sip. Like.
So they send him in. So go on.
So he comes in, he says hi. He goes, I don't have much time right now, but if you want to come over to the house tomorrow, I'll make you a cup of coffee. You're not going to turn that down, you know? It feels like a setup, you know?
Yeah.
As a Palestinian, I have like these weird things. Like, I'm like, is this going to be it? Is this what takes me out? You know what I mean? I'm always thinking that way, unfortunately. But I'm like, okay, I'll do it. I'm going to take the risk, you know?
Yes.
I'm going to go in. So next thing you know, 10 a.m., go to his beautiful home. You know, I look at his dogs. He has like 5 dogs, all different breeds, and they just look so happy. All of them had like this little pop to just like pep in their step, and there's like chefs making food in the morning. I'm like, what is going on?
But so presumably, like at this stage, you're still feeling like this is the film Get Out.
Yes, it is. It feels that way, but they were so nice and polite. Like, you didn't have to invite me to your house. Like, it was just random. It was like very, very sweet. And I honestly, genuinely saw the dogs, and I think that the chefs like gave them like grilled cheese sandwiches, like cut up perfectly. And I remember looking at the dogs going, I think I want to like come back as a dog for a billionaire. Like that's what I want. Like these dogs are so beautiful. Like they're so happy. They look like they were smiling all the time. I think they spoke English too, which is crazy. But they sit there and then Howard looks at me. He's like, can I make a cup of coffee? I was like, absolutely. Let's see what you got. And he goes, I like it strong. I was like, I like it strong as well. Please go for it. It's regular French press, and it's all about the bean, this whole thing. I was like, whatever, just give me the coffee. I taste it. Super strong. Loved it. So good. We're sitting there. We're just about to start the conversation. How you doing? What's going on? How long you doing comedy? That kind of thing. And then somebody comes over to him and whispers in his ear. He's like, oh my God, I forgot. I invited someone else here at 10:30 in the morning. And so Rob, he whispers in his ear. He goes, this and that. And Howard goes, oh my God, I forgot I invited Rob Reiner. I was like, Rob Reiner? I'm a huge fan of Rob Reiner. This is crazy. And he comes in with his wife, Michelle, super sweet. They sit down, now I'm like, what am I doing here for real? Like, this is so odd. I feel like I'm inside a episode of Curb Your Enthusiasm genuinely now. And then Rob's getting inquisitive. He's asking me like, oh, how'd you get into stand-up and this and that? So I tell him, I was like, look, I was 9 years old. I was, just fled war. I ended up in Houston, the whole thing. And my brother took me out to the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo. And they have the entertainment was the band Alabama. It was two co-headliners, the band Alabama and Bill Cosby. And that's the first time I ever saw stand-up, and that's when I knew I had to be a stand-up comedian. That's what I was destined for. And he looks at me, he goes, I'm responsible for Bill Cosby. I was like, what? What do you mean? What the hell do you mean you're responsible for Bill Cosby? I was like, this fucking took a turn. Take another sip of my coffee.
Yeah, you're like, this coffee is strong.
I was like, strong. I was like, did I hear you right? So
at this point, you must be thinking, what's in the coffee? Is it mushrooms?
Yeah, exactly. He's like, you're responsible for am I going to sleep now? So it was just really, I was like, explain yourself. Obviously, he goes, well, when I was a little kid, I was watching The Tonight Show with Johnny Carson. And this comedian comes on, and he's so funny that I couldn't go to sleep. And my dad comes, his dad's legendary producer and actor, Carl Reiner, comes in his room. He's like, son, you're supposed to be in bed. It's like 2 a.m. or whatever. He's like, Dad, I couldn't go to sleep. I saw this amazing comedian on the Tonight Show. His name is like Bill Crosby or something like that. And his dad looks him up, loves him. He casts him in I Spy. And he gives Bill Cosby his career.
Wow.
Isn't that crazy?
And it's an excellent rebuttal if anyone ever says, if you're trying to send your kid to bed early.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean? It's like, well, actually, sometimes if I stay up,
I
can make careers happen. I mean, obviously,
that was nuts.
There's a bittersweet end to the whole kind of.
There's a really bitter end.
But you can look at that story from two ways.
Yeah. But no, it was nuts just to hear that kind of history behind it. And in no way I would have,
what a wild,
heard that story outside of that, for sure.
What a wild morning, though. To be just sort of like...
I almost outstayed my welcome. I beat his wife at ping pong. She wasn't very happy with that. She's very competitive, and so was I. And then at some point, I was like, maybe we should leave. We should leave. But I have to try this grilled cheese and tomato soup that chef's making. God, so but they were very, very polite, and it was like contradictory to everything that I've, believed about billionaires and this whole thing. It was just very, very nice. It was a completely unexpected evening in the Hamptons.
I love that.
And I've never been back, because I just felt like you can't top that. Let's just get out of there, pull the chute.
Do you, if you go into Starbucks now?
I don't.
Yes.
I don't really drink Starbucks. I don't.
Yeah.
I never really have, to be honest with you. I'm not a big Starbucks guy.
Well, that's the thing. It's not great. It's not great.
But it's not about great or not great. It's like, I'm just like a very coffee at your home kind of place. I just like to buy my own coffee. I like the process of making my coffee. Really? Yeah, I do care about the beans very much. Yes. I do. No, it's a thing for me. Wow. It's that nice, the aroma of it, and I love my house. Like, I've worked my ass off for 26 years. I like my home. I don't like to go out to get coffee.
This is what fascinated me about you from the time that we spent. I remember you were chatting about your house, and you spoke with it with such lovingness. And there was a friend of yours who was Nigerian, had been around. He was playing basketball a lot, and you had some other pals of yours, and it sounded like you had this kind of compound full of people that you loved.
Yeah.
And it just felt like the greatest place ever. It felt like this kind of Valhalla where it felt like if any comic was in Houston, it was because you were basically going, why are you staying in a hotel?
Yeah.
Why aren't you staying with me? And
I was like, come stay at my house.
We haven't met.
Yeah.
Like, but it was.
Here's the thing, you know, I've
But you told
dreamt
me
big ever since I was a little kid.
Here's what you said to me. You said I wanted to build a place where all my friends and family could come and stay.
Exactly.
Which I really, just the idea of that.
It makes me emotional when you say
man.
it.
Yeah.
Genuinely, because, you know, 26 years. I started out as a little kid doing stand-up, and I've dreamt big ever since I was a little kid. And I've always envisioned having my family live with me and live with us, all of us together, because time is so precious, you know, and it's important to just surround yourself with that. And I told my wife before we even got married, like, look, when I buy this house, you know, whatever house it is, I was basically like, because I got divorced like in 2019, 2020, I was on the way out of that situation, and I was like, you know, and I didn't want to just commit to any house. I was like, hey, I want to get the one. And I've been blessed that I have found the one, and it's actually a house that I walked through when I was like 19 years old, and I saw it being built. There was a neighborhood that I really loved and admired, has a great history in Houston, and it had this beautiful like mid-century modern home on it, and then it was destroyed, and I was like, oh no, and they were rebuilding a home on it. I was like, I hope they don't build some horrible monstrosity on this, you know, historical home, and they built something really, really beautiful and complimentary. In the middle of their construction, me and my buddy would drive around after working out at the boxing gym, and we would look at these homes, and we walked in, and I was actually smoking a joint, and the house was like, oh, wouldn't it be cool if I own a house like this one day? And it turns out to be the same house I bought like 20 years later.
What I love about that is...
Isn't that crazy?
It's crazy, but I also don't know many people that finish a boxing session and go, let's go look at some property.
Yeah.
Like, do you know what I mean? It's sort of like normally a creatine shake.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just a lie down. You're like, let's go on Rightmove.
We were so
Let's go
young.
on Zoopla.
I'm constantly obsessed with property, but I was obsessed with this neighborhood because I knew Houston so well, and I didn't know this area, and I was so fascinated with the history of it, and I was engrossed by it, and I just wanted to discover it more and more. We would just go out and dream and talk, and that was like kind of our process. We would just work out all day, box, spar, whatever, leave, you know, just go get something to eat for sure, and we would just drive around and smoke a little joint and just kind of like dream and talk about life and what's going on, and we would just be like, oh, that's cool if they did this, they did that, you know, just talk shit. That's it. That's what it was, and that's
how cool.
It was the same house, and then I was just like, that's the whole thing. Like, I really wanted to be a place where even when comics would come visit, there's like a hangout area. You could chill, you smoke, you do whatever. Like, you have your own separate area if you want to come stay with me for a good friend of mine or whatever. I know you well. You want to come hang out? Yeah, sure. Right. But that's the idea behind it, is I do want to create these memories, and especially just having a son now and time being so fickle and fleeting. It's just like, I just really wanted to have that space, and that's what I got. And that's why I don't go out to get anywhere. When I'm home. I like to be in my house.
But you could lean out of the window of your house at a 19-year-old kid in a pickup truck and go, it could happen.
Yeah, exactly.
I used to be you.
Exactly.
Very
no,
sweet,
exactly.
I
tell kids that all the time. Whenever I meet them, they're fans of mine or whatever, especially in my old neighborhood. And I was like, you can do it, man. You can totally do it. Just put your mind to it and commit everything you have to whatever it is, whether it be an art form, whether it be a career path and engineering. You just go for it. Just go for it.
What is your next brilliant thing?
Coffee. Bidets probably is great to start out with.
Bidet?
Bidets.
It's funny, like, so I now get panicked because I've always pronounced it as a B-day. So I feel
does it matter? You guys can pronounce anything you want out here.
You know, I found out...
You spawned the fucking language, so like Dennis Farina says that.
Yeah, but we definitely didn't spawn B-day.
No. You guys have not
English
been washing
people,
your ass for too long.
Yeah. We have a very, like, you know, because I'm very lucky. I've traveled the world. I've been fortunate enough to sit on a Japanese toilet, so
They're phenomenal.
Oh, good lord!
Yeah,
but if you tried to kind of sell the concept of a bidet, like, I remember going on holiday as a kid, so we'd go on holiday like Spain or something like that, and you'd see a bidet in your sort of like, you know, hotel.
It's like
room.
the other toilet next to the toilet, is that kind of thing.
You would laugh, like, so my dad would go, yeah, that's what they used to wash while they're arseholes, they don't use paper, and you go, and yeah, it makes so much sense.
So still now is only 2% of British homes have a bidet. So next to none.
Yeah.
2%, which is so just
It's basically
wild.
It's so interesting to me, the reaction of like, what? They don't wipe with paper?
Yeah, I
Like,
know.
what the hell are
I
you
know.
talking about, man?
But
Go
like
wash
last
your
year-
ass. It'll change your whole life. You have a pep in your step when you walk. You're like, I am clean 100%.
That has to be the advert. It's
And-
just you. Go wash your ass.
Also, like this whole idea of, oh my God, we're so worried about the world and the environment and everything else. You don't need toilet paper, actually. You just need to wash your ass and dry with a towel. You'll be perfectly fine.
Yeah.
Be spick and span, baby. You're ready to go for any situation.
Yes, I agree.
You know?
But the thing is, it's I
The
think that-
ooh is just crazy.
The
to
ooh
me.
is crazy.
Ew.
Yeah.
Ew. Wait, you don't shower? Like, what are
Yeah.
you talking about? You're just giving your butthole a shower. That's what you're doing.
Yeah, but it's such a weird thing, isn't it? Maybe it's just this sort of leftover thing of like, it was gay though, isn't it? It's a bit gay. But do you know what I mean? But maybe it is that of like, you put in water, do you know what I mean? And if you enjoy that, before you know it, you'll be on a float, dancing in the carnival. You're like, I don't know where it comes
Well,
from.
if that's the case, I'm the gayest guy on the planet Earth.
Yeah, exactly. I'm gay.
There's
But
nothing better than washing your ass after you go poo-poo. That's for
But
sure.
I love the opportunity to use a bidet, and yet I don't have the courage to put one in my house.
What?
Just because, again,
Just get the little handheld sprayer. That's
Sure.
the best one, honestly. The Japanese toilet's fine and it's cool. It has all the bells and whistles, and you could just like it goes to any direction you want.
Yeah.
But we don't want this because you're constantly like trying to find the right spot and you're moving around. No. You just get the handheld spray. Boom. You can just coordinate the direction
Yes.
where the water goes, and you're good to go, man.
Yeah.
You're just good to go. Fresh and new, spick and span, ready out there to go out there.
I ask
You don't have to worry about shit streaks anymore, guys. You don't have to worry about this. You'd be good to go.
I love it.
Is it significantly different from a garden hose? Or could we just get a long hose?
Listen,
Or temperature's wildly different.
Yeah.
You know, your English garden hose, that's going to come out cold.
That's actually nice, though. You do want. I'd prefer the cold over the warm,
Right.
Because
But
the
there's
warm,
cold and there's cold.
This is gonna get really, really technical now, but warm water will just loosen up your butthole. You know what I
Right.
mean? You want something that tightens it up, keeps it
get
all
you.
together there.
Yes.
If you loosen it up, you don't want that. You want it.
Yeah.
You want it to be tight after you finish washing.
Patio washer?
That's fascinating.
Patio washer, well, that I don't recommend. That is a whole nother experimentation that you want to do. You just want water. You just want running water to wash your butt. That's what you want to do.
Yeah.
And you want to dry afterwards and clearly wash your hands after.
Yes.
You know, wash your hands thoroughly after, like a
Isn't it-
surgeon. You know,
Isn't it
just
funny though? Yeah, man. But
Yeah.
like, I keep coming back to that 2%. So there must be,
that's insane.
there's more Jedis in this country than people that use bidets.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy? I think there's
That's
something like
nuts.
6% of people are Jedis in Britain. 2%. Isn't that extraordinary? What is it in America? How many people use bidets?
Probably
in the
1%.
States?
Please hold, caller.
Probably 1%.
You think
it's
one?
insane?
I
It's
think
even
higher.
worse.
I think higher.
No, I don't think it's maybe it's gone up recently, but I think it's astonishing that it's not like standard in all hotel rooms.
Around 12% of the US population.
There you go.
Not bad. We're making progress.
That's all right.
That's basically what's the Muslim population in all of America. It's probably what's taking up most of that 12%. And I don't think the UK number is accurate. We need to figure that out. Because if it's like a bidet, because there's like manual bidets and then there's actual, like, you know, looks like a tea kettle almost. Like,
So,
you know?
but every time you say bidet, like I think, do you remember that song? Who was it? That bidet, bidea, ba wadla daya day. Do you remember that song?
I don't know that song, no.
Ba da 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 wadla daya day. One SL2 on a ragga tip.
But I'm going to put it in my playlist
Mate,
immediately.
first song I
I
ever
might
bought.
play it while I'm washing my ass.
That is a good. It's a good. That's because that's the other thing with paper. Like, this is getting gross to anyone listening, but you can sometimes be there for ages. Do you know what I mean? It can sometimes take out an entire forest worth of paper.
It's
to wipe.
ridiculous.
Whereas with water, it's just a
You're
quick,
just rubbing your ass raw. First of
Yeah,
all,
yeah.
you're like, it's nuts, and if it breaks apart, there's so many faulty things about that. At the very least, get wipes. You You know?
Yeah.
At least get one. That's what you use on your baby.
Yeah.
You don't take out toilet paper and start wiping your baby's ass.
It's funny that, isn't it?
Think about it.
Yeah, no, it makes a bit.
Nothing makes sense.
Yeah.
The toilet paper industry, your days are doomed, motherfucker. Your days are doomed.
You're so right, man. Because I'm thinking, because you have those lovely wet wipes that you use. We use on our, but your son is 22 months.
Yeah.
Mine is 15 months. And it's the softest, wettest, gentlest.
Yes.
Just one.
Yes.
But there's going to come a time, presumably, when we have to, not for you,
teach him.
but
Yeah.
I'll say to my son, right, those days are over.
Yeah.
Now, rough paper.
It doesn't have to be this way.
No, you're right.
It doesn't have to be that way, Russ. You can just coach him up. I'm already teaching him on the bidet for sure.
Yeah, of course.
I'm already showing him how to use it. I've already used it.
Yeah.
You know, like showing him this the freshest, best way to go.
Yeah, man.
For sure. My life is altered. Like for the worst, if I show up to a hotel room, you know, we're blessed now. We stay at really nice hotels.
Yeah.
To me, if it's a 5-star hotel and I walk in, you don't have a bidet, immediately you're a 1-star.
Yeah.
You've immediately been downgraded to a 1-star to me.
Mm-hmm.
If you have a bidet, you're a 7-star. You've added 2 stars to your situation. Even if the room service is terrible, everything is fine.
Mm.
You can go find other food. I can't find another bidet
No, you're right.
in this situation.
No,
I can't. It changes your life.
You can't
You'll
use-
be ready for any situation. Like, you know, you're intimate with your wife and all this stuff. You ready?
Yep.
You ready to go, baby?
Yeah.
You don't stink.
Absolutely.
Come on, get it together.
You can't, if you use like a nearby water fountain, people are going to talk.
Just
Do you know what I mean? It's just going to.
You've got to do this, actually. You can get these for as little as $9.99.
yes.
$9.99.
The little handheld
For a
sprayer.
douche, for a douche.
Yes.
It's called a douche.
That's called a douche.
Yeah, what a douche. I love it.
But $9.99 and maybe 50 quid to get it fitted.
No,
And then
not
you've got-
even 50 quid.
No, I'll fit it myself.
You
I don't
could
want
easily
anyone
fit it
judging
yourself.
me. Yeah.
You could easily fit it yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so easy to put. It's so easy to install. It's ridiculous.
You've sold me.
so easy.
I'm sold. What's your,
It's going to change your life.
absolutely. What's your next brilliant thing?
I mean, definitely toothbrushes.
Yeah.
Speaking of cleanliness.
Okay, nice.
You know, the 2 holes, very
Yes,
important.
yes,
Wash your ass and wash your mouth.
How do you-
2 very, very important
how do
ones.
you-
Also, another Arab invention.
The toothbrush.
The toothbrush. It used to be from, it's a miswak, and they still use it now. It's part of a miswak tree that they used, and they'd shave the top of it,
Yeah.
and they would make bristles out of it, and they would use it to
Wow.
brush their teeth. Yeah.
So is Colgate an ancient Arabic name?
No, absolutely not. Colgate, my least favorite toothpaste, probably.
Okay. What's
Unless you guys want to give me a partnership, then it'll be my favorite toothpaste.
what is your what is your favorite then? What's your take me through your regime? If you because we've done this show over 100 times, no one's ever put toothbrush in, and
Yeah,
yet
you take it so for granted. You brush your teeth. It's gross. You gotta get up in the morning. I'd brush my teeth way too. I'm a smoker as well, so maybe I overcompensate with the amount of times I brush my teeth, and I get cleanings every like 3 months. But it's like so important to have like healthy teeth, and just having that it just changes my life. Like it's in my rider. Like when I go before I do a show, before I go up on stage, I brush my teeth.
Yes.
Feel fresh, and I go back out. I wash my face. I feel good. You know,
I'm the
obviously-
same. Yeah.
yeah, I gotta have that system and like, I feel fresh. So the tongue scraper is a thing for me as well. So it's like brushing your teeth, gurgling, getting it all right, feeling nice, fresh in there. Now I feel like I can go have a conversation.
That's really interesting.
Yeah, I just can't. So off-putting. Everything like if the whole thing is that if you don't smell good, you're just not pleasant to be around.
Yeah.
So the cologne you put on, whatever you use, oils or whatever you use, the cleanliness, hygiene is very, very important. You can't have a conversation with someone if something's off-putting. You know, you're like, this guy smells kind of funny, or something. You know.
Here's a question
Just
for you.
immediately, yeah.
Since you've had your child, has your hygiene game slipped?
No,
Okay.
contrary, the opposite.
You've
I'm gonna
gone-
Oh yeah, that's never gonna slip.
Okay.
That's never gonna slip unless I'm like in a very terrible travel situation where I just can't get to something. It's even then, like I have a little kit. I have like the toothbrush, the whole situation. I got the wipes for emergencies because I don't like to go number 2 anywhere outside of private, controlled environments, right? And I have the whole situation set up. Man. Me and my wife are very much on the same page about this.
Oh, really?
Toothbrush, toothpaste, deodorant, smell good. Very, very important. Wipes, those are always in the carry-on.
Wow.
Ready for any type of
so
situation.
Your wife has her own kind of little sort of emergency pack as well.
She might be worse than me. Wow. She might be more diligent about it than I am.
What a
We've
moment.
kind of come together and become this like power hygiene couple.
I love it. Yeah.
She's gonna love this part.
No, it's brilliant. But I'm now imagining kind of like in, like US Weekly, like just you two smiling in front of the house.
Yes.
The couple with the cleanest arse in America is just kind of smiling like that.
Our assholes are smiling as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Ding.
Yeah. It's all the ding. Oh, cool. So yeah, I thought like because I've found my game has slipped somewhat since my son like. With sleep, I just I'll sometimes go a couple of days without a wash.
We've gotten really
and then my
lucky,
wife
though.
will just go.
Yeah,
Come
go
on.
ahead.
Let's get you up there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just outside, like Pulp Fiction, just hose you down.
Yeah. My brother's even worse. I remember my brother went weeks without cleaning himself as a kid, and my mum found a tick in his back.
Oh my
that had kind
God.
of buried in, and she
Holy shit.
She threw him into the bath.
Yeah.
Naked. And he was 14 years old then. So it was like genuinely, it was this moment
Oh my
I'd
God,
never seen my mum go that crazy. Like, wash you dirty little bastard. Like,
That's so funny.
flung him in. Yeah, it was
no,
great.
we're opposite, man. I grew up with like like Muslims are obsessed with hygiene. Like it's a big thing.
Yes.
And so whenever I meet a Muslim that's not like on it, I'm like, bro, what's happening, bro? What happened here?
Yeah.
Is someone not talking to you about this? Like I'll bring it up, like, hey man, your armpits a little, I'll say stuff. Man.
Yeah.
You got to say it to them. It's like people that don't say when you have your zipper down, they don't want to do anything. Oh no. Or you have something on your tooth. Oh no, just, I'm being nice. No, you're not being nice. You're being actually an asshole. You should actually say something. You should. So I'm that guy. I have no problem. Like, hey buddy, nobody loves you at this table. You got a booger in your left nostril. I'll do that immediately.
But even like the way you did it was kind. You lowered your tone.
Yeah, of course.
It was very gentle.
Yeah, of course. You're not going to be like, hey, guys, this guy smells to the high heavens. Yeah, he probably doesn't wash his ass for real, right, fellas? That's public shaming.
Yes.
Now, public shaming is necessary if a person's unbreakable.
Yes.
Like your brother when he was 14 years old, he was unbreakable.
I had to,
Sometimes public shaming is the only thing that'll get him over the edge. Start taking care of his hygiene, you know? Like if you do that, then it could transform his behavior patterns.
Do you have a specific toothbrush that you adore? Is there a special one?
I've gone through many. I don't have like...
You're an electric toothbrush guy? You must be.
I do have an electric toothbrush, but I wish I was more diligent with that. That's why I get cleanings every 3 months anyway. So I'm like, it's just more on the run. You got to sit there for like 2 minutes. I don't have the patience for that. And just like, it's just, I don't know. I feel like it's too much. But I do use it sometimes. I have it there as a security blanket. But then you're traveling. I mean, you already have to worry about charging so many devices. Like, I got to bring this fucking thing. I got to charge it on there.
Yeah, that's the killer.
I just do it. I probably brush my teeth 4 to 6 times a day.
Yeah, wow.
Just because it's there, stand up, you're working, you're always talking, drinking coffee, smoking cigarettes. I just don't like feeling like, oh, what's going on in there?
But I know what you mean. It's sort of being clean. It sort of just gives you a confidence when you walk on stage. I remember you speaking about this ages ago, Dan. Do you remember when you were sort of saying that you when you were wearing your suit on stage, and if you did a gig without your suit, it suddenly felt like you were capeless. You were a superhero without. Do you know what I mean? And it's like everyone has that kind of identity of like.
Yeah, whatever makes you feel good. I mean, I'm the opposite with suits, but yeah, it was like,
But for example, if you were made to wear a suit and perform stand-up, it'd be the hardest gig you'll ever do because you're like, this
feels so constrained. So I don't like, that's the thing. So I try not to wear traditional suits often. I try to use like try to wear something that I feel good in myself and not like, oh, double breast and you got the thing and then you got the tie right here and then you put it in there. It's like, I can't do that shit. It's got to be perfectly fitted. And no, I like a little oversized, a little like untraditional, a little more fashionable, something that you can be loose in and feel good in. That's what I'll do. But if it's a suit and tie, I feel like I'm doing a corporate gig. I'm like, all right, hey, I'll tell you, rough out here. Like that's what I feel. And that's not the type of comedian I am.
You rock a backward cap very well.
Oh, I did that night. I was in a rush for sure. I normally don't do it.
Oh, mate. But I remember that. I think that was the first. It was one of the first times I saw you. I saw you. It was for Chappelle's Mark Twain Award.
Oh yeah.
And you're rocking the backward cap.
Did I there?
You are crushing it, and it's this beautiful thing where it cuts. I think you're like the improv in DC.
Yes, yeah.
I think so, and you're like sort of smashing it, and then it cuts to sort of Dave, who's at the back of the room laughing, and Neil Brennan's laughing, and it's a really...
That's a great story. I love that story. I think about that guy all the time in Minneapolis. That's what I was telling that story during that Mark Twain Pride. It was Dave and I. Dave did a pop-up in Minneapolis. Must have been like 2013 or something, 2014. And we usually always after a show we hang out, smoke, take a walk, whatever. But it's on a Tuesday night in Minneapolis. There's nothing happening. So it's like 2 a.m. We're just taking a stroll. It's kind of cold outside. We're enjoying a cigarette, and this guy comes out to throw away his trash. And he's wearing like SpongeBob SquarePants pajama pants, something like that, some cartoon shit on his pants. And he looks up and he's like, "Oh, Dave Chappelle! Oh my God! Oh my God!" I was like, "Hey man, relax." He was like, "Oh my God, I'm the biggest fan." He goes, "Please come upstairs and smoke my weed, please." And Dave looks at me, and I look at Dave, and I'm like, "Well, we don't have weed. It'd be nice to like get some weed." Also, I don't feel like threatened by a guy in cartoon like pajama pants. I feel like we can kick his ass. And the guy responds, goes, "I swear to you," the guy goes, "Yeah, I don't know how to fight." So I was like, "All right, let's go." We take a risk. We go upstairs. I calculate a risk. We go upstairs, and the guy's freaking out. "Oh my God, Dave Chappelle's in my apartment. Oh my God!" And I was like, "Hey, could you where's the weed at?" He's like, "It's over there." And he runs to his roommate's door, and it's locked. And he starts knocking on the door. He's like, "Doug, I swear to God, we have Dave Chappelle in our living room. Wake the fuck up! Wake up! Oh my God, oh my God, Dave." I was like, "Hey, bro, relax. Is this where the weed is?" He's like, "Yeah, it's in that mason jar." And he keeps going, and then he goes, and he starts talking to his roommate through the door. He goes, "Listen, Doug, I know I've pranked you so many times in our, in the years we've been roommates, but I swear to you, Dave Chappelle's in our living room." By that time, we're like done. We're like, "Okay, man, thanks a lot. We're leaving." We started to go down the stairs, and he runs up to Dave. He's like, "Dave, please take a picture of me," right? And Dave's like, "Sorry, man, for security reasons, I'm moving in the shadows tonight." And we start leaving. We're going down the stairs, and I see this guy in his SpongeBob SquarePants pajamas at the top of the stairs. He gets on one knee, and he goes, "But no one's gonna believe me." And I think about this guy pretty regularly. Like, I know he's telling this story and no one's like believes him at all. So I try to say it as much as possible. So hopefully some of his friends see it.
That's the
and
best.
it's just a legendary thing that happened. He should get credit for it.
But it's a real sort of window into. There's something lovely about the way it's shot. So you see you telling that story. Just the crowd are like convulsing, the comics are convulsing, so we get that kind of shot of seeing seeing Mo rip a gig, Chappelle laughing like that, Neil Brennan's kind of laughing. It's the best. And the guy who the story's about is probably at home going, "I fucking told you, Doug." Do you know what I mean? It's something
it's probably another guy. It's not you. You know what I mean? That's right. I feel like his friends are gonna bust his balls about it forever, for sure.
What is your next brilliant thing?
Let's go surgeries.
So your next brilliant thing is surgeries.
Yeah, that's pretty fascinating. I mean, I thought of it as inventions. Incredible.
What do you love
also
about...
a Middle Eastern invention.
I mean, come on, Mo. It speaks to my kind of like. It speaks to my white fear. That I don't want to go. Well, hang on a minute, man. I'm not sure that's entirely true.
No, go ahead. Look that up. Genuinely look that up. Astronomy also.
Yeah, I mean, the
look,
oldest,
now I don't trust your guy.
The oldest known surgical procedure was a leg amputation in Borneo.
Okay.
In Borneo? I don't even know where the hell that is. Where's Borneo?
That's like Indonesia way.
It's where you can play with baby...
Muslim invention then,
baby
is that what you're saying?
orangutans.
If it's Indonesia, it's definitely a Muslim invention.
Oh, no, there's a thing here where it's definitely the Middle East.
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah, okay, exactly. Fine.
Oh, yeah, okay, good. Oh, so we have confirmation.
So surgeries, have you had many?
No, I haven't had many. I had one when I was like in 8th grade, but I just think it's pretty outstanding that just like, how can you do that?
Yes.
Like, I'm just gonna put some fucking, open up this human body and just fix it inside. I'm gonna cut this bone out and replace it with some pins or whatever the thing is now, like hip replacements or the open heart surgery. Like you're doing like open heart surgeons are just
insane.
How do you do that?
Yeah, well, the funny thing,
it's just astonishing to me.
So my wife, her job is she's a doctor, and she specifically helps out with kind of surgery for geriatric patients. So it's that thing again where she's told me stories down the years where you just like, where you hear stories of people massaging hearts back to life.
Yes.
With their gently bringing them back to life. Wild.
That's the thing that just blows my. I think we just walk around like, I just got to go have a surgery tomorrow, and I'll see you guys. It's an in and out procedure. It's fine, I'm just gonna be walking right away. It's gonna fucking open you up and cut a bone out and put a whole replacement, and it's just pretty outstanding that's.
We get so like blasé about it because my dad, funny enough, is he's in hospital in a minute because he's had his 3rd hip replacement. Oof. Because Yeah, and he's 71, my dad, and he's broke
God
every...
bless. Why is he having a third hip replacement?
Because he's fallen off his bike in a mountain in Spain 3 times.
I'm sorry.
Yes, correct. No, you're right. No, follow it. Follow the logic, because what the rest of the family have, right? It's like, hey, Dad.
I really hate that I'm laughing right now. It's really...
I know, but it's that thing where, and do you want to know a thing? Like, as he fell, and this is when you know you're doing it too much, as he fell off his bike for the 3rd time and he was about to fall down a mountain, he thought to himself, not I'm in pain, but fuck, not again. Like that, it's just that thing where you're like, what? It's like this happens. So he is currently in hospital again, and complaining about how long it takes. And it's just like, what's wrong with you? Yeah. But you're right.
I'm so sweaty.
Yeah, but everyone...
Oh, God, that's funny.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Dad.
But do you want...
I'm sorry, Dad. But also, like, come on.
Yeah, totally.
You're right. three
times.
I mean, after the first time, you wouldn't see me on a fucking mountain again with a bike.
And
I don't love anything that much.
And this is the extraordinary thing. Everyone is showing love to him, except for the family, who are like, he's a fucking idiot. And my brother's like, you're a fucking idiot. Like, I'm not...
Your brother hasn't showered in 6 months, so you're a fucking idiot.
It's wild.
I'm going to start washing my ass.
But he told me this great story.
That's nuts.
So he's been in hospital for 2 weeks now.
Oh man, it's terrible.
And he can't, he can't get comfy.
Oh, that's
and
horrible.
And he's not allowed to leave. And
okay, go ahead.
And then he figured out, he came up with a plan. He told me this plan. And he said, what I'm going to say is I'm going to say I've got mental health problems.
Oh no. And
to see if they'll let me out of the hospital. And it worked. So he said, listen, I need to leave for 2 hours because I'm suffering with my mental health. And they went, of course. Yeah. So they let him go. So he managed to get out in his garden, which is near the hospital, for 2 hours. He felt like he cheated the system. And then he got stung by a fucking bee like that. And he was he's got this beehive at the bottom of his garden. And he's built this whole like bed of flowers for the bees. And one of them fucking stung him. And now he's back in the hotel, in the hospital. He can't lie down because the bee stung him on the arse. So he's in worse pain. And now, bizarrely, he does have mental health problems. So it's just this thing where you're just going, fuck. And again, all the while, I'm laughing. My brother's like, you're a fucking idiot. My mum's like, I need to get divorced. It's just...
Can I please be invited to dinner? Oh. I need to meet this family in person.
Yeah, you would love it. You would absolutely love it.
Why is he... oh my God, I'm like literally sweating. But again, it's so funny.
But it's
why is he in the hospital? I'm just asking it because I do know somewhat about orthopedics and things like that. So why did he... Because the hip replacements are pretty standard. So he must have hurt it really, really bad.
Well, what actually the specifics of it is that he got a new one put in Spain. The implant was infected.
Oh no.
So they had to take that out. They had to cut away the infection around it, had to cut out muscle. Yeah. Like a cancer, essentially. Yeah. So, and now they've had to flush it out, put a new one in, sew him up, and let him kind of relax.
Yeah, heal at the hospital.
So that there isn't a reinfection. So he needs to stay in the hospital, not go, oh, I'm mentally ill. Can I go in my garden where bees can kill me? So again, it's just this
ironically, thing. It's like the therapy for hip replacements is a bicycle.
Yeah. Well, exactly. Well, it's one of those wild ironies. You know what I made this better?
How do I heal? How do I heal faster? Oh, you get on a bike,
yeah.
But not on a mountain. Just a fucking stationary bike, please.
But I've often thought that.
Oh, that's so funny. Do you have me sweating? I need to go visit your father at the hospital.
Well, somebody will.
Yeah. Hospitals, by the way, also a Muslim invention. Arab world invention.
Okay. Is that all right? Check it.
Yeah.
Nice.
No, look it up. Look it up.
Best way of saying hello, I would say, in the world as well. Assalamu alaikum. It's just...
I think it is one of the most beautiful things.
Yeah.
I just hate that there's so much negativity around it, but more when people actually look into it, it's just like, what a great blessing.
It's the best.
Yeah, peace and blessings be upon you, and may peace and blessings be upon you. Yeah. Like, that's how you greet each other.
But it's such a rhythm to it.
Yeah, so before the Prophet, you would just say, they would say, like, kifak, like, how are you doing? And he changed it to kif al-hal, which is, how is your state?
Yeah.
How is your state of being? And it could be translated to, how is your heart? which is a wild way to say hello to somebody
Yeah.
right out the gate. But it's also like breaks the walls immediately. The kif al-hal, like how is your heart? How is your spirit? How's your state of mind? And your father's case is not very good.
Yeah, exactly. I'm fucked.
No, but it is just, I just love language, and I think that the Arabic
And
language
Habibi as well.
Habibi, yeah, my love. Habibi feels so good. Habibi, Habibi.
It's
I love
always
it.
in my. Me and my wife went on holiday years ago to Egypt, and there was this song that just kept playing where it was like "Habibi," and it just for the whole.
There's
holiday.
a lot of them, yeah.
Mate, it's just like every song is Habibi, like,
yeah,
but it really gets into you.
Yeah.
It's what is the translation for Habibi? It's like my friend,
Habibi is
my
like
mate.
It can
my
be
pal.
used in different contexts, like you just said. So Habibi literally means like my love.
Yeah.
So Habibti, my love, but it could be used like my. It's like not like you could say it to each other as men.
Yeah.
You say it to, friends or somebody's. Like it's not. It's very interchangeable. It's not like it just means my love specifically.
Yeah.
It can mean like Habibi, like it's just a term of endearment.
Yes, yeah.
Habibi ta'al, come over here.
We have minutes left, Mo. So, what is your final brilliant thing?
I feel like you guys, everything is brilliant. It's bloody brilliant.
It's bloody brilliant, yeah.
Bloody brilliant.
But, yeah.
It's a cup of water, bloody brilliant. I'm like, relax. Okay, with the fucking brilliant.
Yeah.
All right. Everything's brilliant. Oh, it's bloody genius. All right. Take it. Not everything is genius, but I got to say flight travel.
Flight travel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Airline travel is pretty spectacular.
It certainly is.
You could just leave right now and just be on the other side of the world in like 16 hours.
And you can watch films.
Insane. You can watch films while you're doing
In the
it.
air.
Mid-air,
If
kind of
you
nuts.
fill in the right forms, you can take a cat with you.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, we now live in a world where you can have a comfort pet that you can sit there and stroke, and that's fine.
That's while having a bean in your mouth.
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying? Yeah.
No, but it's just wild.
No, also, I believe the first flight took place in the Middle East as well. Even though I don't like that term, Middle East. Asia, West Asia.
Okay.
Yeah. We need to look that up. Can you look that up there?
well,
Look, he's confused by this as well.
Sure, but the first flight's the Wright brothers, isn't it?
That's what they say.
So, okay. So
There's another idiot that jumped off of a tower that broke most of his bones.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah.
In the year. This
Is that a
doesn't-
I
flight?
guess you did leave out the word successful.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah,
I did. I didn't say it was a successful
That's
flight.
true. Yeah. That is, yeah. I mean, technically, he is flying. Do you know what I mean?
I think we take it so for granted. We just got on a plane and just go. You just go across the planet within 16 hours is pretty astonishing to me. Like it's made the world so much smaller, and I'm always like really conscious of that because like I was taught like there's like these signs you look for within the end of times, and one of them is like flight travel and being able to cross, to travel to different countries in very small periods of time. But now they're looking at flights from Seattle to Japan and bringing the Concorde back, which would take you to Japan, which normally is like a 10 to 11 hour flight. It would take you there in 2.5, 3 hours.
Whoa.
And they're saying that it could be operational by next year, which is insane. It's only going to get faster, and these planes are going to be, that's just what it is. People want to save time. People are going to pay up. It's just going to happen. The Concorde had such a bad reputation in the beginning. I think it had one crash or something like that, and all of a sudden, it's the worst thing ever, and they stopped it. But it's gonna come back with a vengeance.
Imagine.
It's gonna happen where you can go to another part of the world. Like you can be in London, you can be in New York in 2 hours. It's gonna happen.
But from 10 hours down to 2, then you would not have to spend money on a facelift. You would look extraordinary.
Yeah.
Like when you arrive, just everything's kind of, you look like Lindsay Lohan, man.
Yeah, I just
Everything's
think
pinned
it's the
back.
thing wherever our kids are gonna grow up in is
Yeah.
gonna be wildly different than anything else, and that's really like why I brought up flights. It's not really just
you
air
ever-
travel itself, but the way everything is moving is just very, very fast.
Do you have, not to get too deep, and do you have hope
Please.
for our children's future?
I always have hope. I think once you lose hope, you've lost everything. I think it's important to do that. Even in the times where I feel like alone and there's no one's really seeing what's happening and you just feel like really depressed about things. And there's always one person that pops up and makes you feel better, whether somebody close to you or somebody you never met before in your whole life. And that's what keeps you going. I think anytime you lose hope, you need to just recalibrate, take a breath. There's always a community out there that's looking for the same thing you are. I think most people are, that's why like things that are old are coming back again for some reason. Like, oh, I want to do this, I want to wear this, or I want to do that. Like, it's this feeling of being closer. We're not being like, these phones have really destroyed everything. You're just looking at your phone all the time. You live off of it all the time. It's all you look at and all you do. Once you put it away, you have a different relationship with one another. And I think people are starving for that. People need that. And I think that we need to just be more aware of each other and kind to one another. And I don't think that's ever going to go away. That's why I'm very conscious with my son. Like, I want him to be out. I like taking him on the road. I like him, meeting different people, and I like him seeing the world. Even though he's only almost 22 months, it's like, it's something that's going to be in his system. He's going to understand. He's going to like travel and understanding different cultures, not only knowing where he comes from, but understanding where other people are coming from as well. I think it's really, really important, and grounding spiritually as well. Like, people think of like, there's never a conversation about cleansing your heart or cleansing your mind, and everyone's like trying to supplement it with like, go to yoga and do breath work, but they're not really focusing on what's the actual thing that's causing this spiritual illness that's happening inside. I feel like that's what people don't have the words for. I think people have the meaning but don't have the words for it. It's like anytime you do something negative in the world, imagine like a little black dot on your heart. And the more and more you do that, your heart will eventually be black. And energy is real. And if you see somebody, you're like, oh, I don't know what's going on with this person. There's some, without even saying a word to each other, you can feel that off of them. You're like, oh, I don't want anything to do with that. And it's the same for the person who's always doing good around you. You see it in their eyes. They have so much light in them. There's a spark in them. Like, whoa, what's this person about? I want more of that. I want to hang out with that.
Well, on that note, Chris Martin is certainly somebody that has that.
Yes.
And the last time we texted back and forth was you were at one of their shows. It's the maddest thing. So I think I'm watching the show, and maybe it was through your Insta, and they dedicated the show to you.
It was so, he dedicated the
Fucking
song
mental.
to me. Yeah.
Like, and so I'm watching it. Picture
Coldplay.
me. So they're doing this huge stadium gig, and they're like, and Chris Martin goes, we just want to say our friend Mo Amer is here. So Mo, like that.
Habibi, he said Habibi Mo Amer.
That's it.
dedicated to you. And I was backstage. He just like, it was very sweet. He just had us all. It was like a very sweet moment where I was with him, and I love the man very much. He's really, really a thoughtful, sweet man that's really trying to live that way. And it was just like, I look up and there's like Celine Dion. I was like, hey, what's going on? And we're all
and then
just
suddenly the
hanging out.
Starbucks CEO is like, I'm back.
And the Starbucks CEO, free Palestine. Howard. No, it was just a really sweet moment. And then it was just like they walk on, and right before they walk on, they start playing like the song from Star Wars, the credits, the credits song. Yeah, so it was really, really sweet. And they have the camera on them, and he just goes, come here. I was like, where am I going? And he just has me stand in front of him. So we're literally walking out together to the stadium. And I was like, what the fuck is going on? I'm just like embracing the situation. It's such a loving energy in that space. And as we're getting closer to the stage, he's like, all right, I'm off to work. I'll see you later. And he just,
Is that what he said?
Yeah.
Oh,
man,
gosh.
Gave me
Was there part of you thinking, shit, man, I can't play guitar. You're not going to...
I was like,
the sixth
I was
member.
like, I'm going to do my Louis Armstrong impression if this happens. You know what I mean? I had it in my head. I was prepped.
Yeah.
No. I knew that it was just like a lovely thing. And they're all freaked out. Everybody was like, oh, he's never done this before. It was like a big thing backstage. And to me, I just saw it as like, this is my brother. This is my friend.
Yeah.
And I didn't see it as like, oh my God, it felt more of like, I'm hanging out with my friend and he just did this sweet thing. He was like, come walk with me.
Yeah.
Clearly it's a huge thing.
Yeah.
But it felt that way. It felt more intimate than like, oh my God, it's a stadium, 80,000 people. I just thought I'm there supporting my friend.
That's what it looked like. It looked like, it reminded me of, sort of that feeling where you sneak a friend backstage, and they're like, "This is mental. These drinks are free." Like it had that, but like it just happens to be in a stadium. It's the sweetest thing.
It's a stadium, and it's like we're actually like friends. That's my brother. Like I love this man very much, and he really is trying to live that way. And I think it's just so admirable because I certainly am not like that. Like I try my best to be that way, but I have moments. Yeah. He's just really like. he's really embodies that, and he really believes that in love and compassion, he actually does. Because I was a little skeptical before we became like cool and became friends like this, and he's really my brother. I was like, man, this guy is really, really living that, embodying that. This is so impressive. It's wildly impressive.
I loved our chat.
Yeah.
As ever, ladies and gentlemen, the wonderful Mo Amer.
Thank you so much for having me.